my speedo was having a funky time here. I don't know what's going on. I never had that happen before. I don't know. Hopefully it's not... like, the good news is I know how fast the bike's going by the RPM and by the sound of it. But the bad news is that... yeah. I don't know. It could be just a case of old bike syndrome. The next time I take it... But I did stop it and turn it back on and it still did it. So I don't know what sensor or where that sensor would be. The bike's running fantastic. But I was chasing a Mini Cooper in the front, the black car. I couldn't tell what it was. I thought those guys were going to start to move pretty fast, but they just kept a steady pace. It looked like they were trying to have some fun, but I was just like, okay, well, what are these guys going to do? So, but what happened was, oh, burp, that's cold. It is kind of cold out here today. But what happened was, yeah, I left from here. I hit the, to see what my mileage is, because I'm about to do the 10,000, I'm 700 kilometers away from the 10,000 kilometer review. And everything's been going good up to this point, so to speak, but sometimes this bike throws out little quirky things such as this. But this is, I don't know, it's some sort of sensor, I guess. But I've also noticed that my starting problem of cold weather start is starting to get funky again, because it's like, when you're above 19 degrees, the sensor is fine on this. But when you're like below 19 degrees Celsius, it seems like it can't regulate right. So like, I guess it's the cold air sensor or whatever on startup, but it seems to still be starting and everything fine. I guess all that work I did to it paid off. But power's definitely there today. But apparently when I was chasing this Mini Cooper and this other guys, it was kind of maybe a little bit too close, but I was having fun. They were cruising pretty good. They weren't playing too much cat and mouse. They were just drafting each other. And then there was a Mercedes behind me, and I was like, oh darn, I'm kind of trapped in with these guys. But it was a good run anyway. But apparently we were only doing 15 kilometers an hour. You know, I was in sixth gear between 6,000 and 7,000 RPM, and I was only doing 15 kilometers an hour. So if you can believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. So my speedo was definitely lying to me today. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, so if you've ever had that happen to you before, maybe there's something I don't know or whatever. I mean, again, this is an older bike, but as long as the engine's, as long as the tachometer is working and the speedo is working, or the tachometer is working, I know how fast I'm going in each gear, so I don't have to worry about that. 5,000 RPM, 6th gear, 90 kilometers an hour. 5,500, you're doing 100 kilometers an hour on this bike, at what it's geared at. 4,000 RPM in 3rd gear, 50 kilometers. So I can do all the speed zone things. It's just, it's kind of a little bit disturbing not knowing exactly how fast you're going. It's not that I rely on that as much. I rely on more of the power at the back wheel and my corner entry speed. And I know when I'm going too fast. I mean, I know, you know, I'm experienced enough of a rider that I know when I'm going too fast. But that's bizarre. I never had that happen. So hopefully that doesn't lead to something else. But again, we'll wait and see. Just kind of is what it is. But yeah, the bike's running good. I had a little bit of backfiring and popping there, but I guess that's just probably that cool air. It's like 10 degrees right now. Like, I got a shirt underneath this thing. My hands are frozen. I keep forgetting to turn on my grip warmers. I forgot I got those things. Some people keep asking me what this little black box is right here. That's what it is. It's grip warmers. They don't get super hot, but they're definitely comfortable. On a day like today, you might use them, especially when your fingers get a little bit cold. But yeah, so apparently I wasn't going very fast at all today. I should have went faster. And I put it to you this way. I took it up to 95 or 10,000, and I think I made it up to like 15 or 20 clicks per hour, which is like 16 miles an hour. So if you think this bike, 374 pounds, 110 horsepower, 50 foot-pounds of torque, in 6th gear at 10,000 RPM is doing 20 kilometers an hour, which is about 12 miles an hour. Yeah. I would say there's a calibration problem. I don't know how this thing is calibrated, if it's just all electronic or if it's after, maybe there's, because there doesn't seem to appear to be any cable coming out of this that goes to like a transmission or like that. I don't know how, it looks like it's all sensors, so I don't know, it could be just the seasonal change. So as long as it runs good, I don't care. You know, I know when I'm going too fast, but yeah, Oh, this bike just that. One last thing I'll say though, the tire pressure. If you have one of these things, if you put the tire pressure at 39 pounds in the front there, boy, this bike gets really, really nice on the corners. Completely vibrationless, pretty much. Although I think my chain's getting a little loose again. I'm gonna have to give that a little bit of a turn. The transmission was also shifting very nicely today. I put a little bit more oil in there. I think this bike, it's the mystery bike, because you check the oil and you're low. You check it again and it's you know, up to normal levels. Then you check it again and it's low again. It kind of hides somewhere in that engine and whatever. And what they say to put in doesn't even touch the bottom of the dipstick, even if you account for the filter. It's like this bike takes more oil than, it's like the abyss of oil you fill in. Like you're literally a half quart or a full quart more than what they say to put in. Well, at least what I found anyway. I don't know, like it's hiding it somewhere, and it shows up and then it goes away, and then it shows up and it goes away. So I go to put more oil in and I look at the dipstick, it's like, oh, it's like, it says it's half full. You know, well, what is it? You know, it's like, I don't know. But my oil light never comes on, so that's good. My check engine light never comes on, so that's good. Hopefully that, yeah. But my speedo thing, yeah, that's a little bit of cause for concern. So hopefully maybe starting and restarting it. I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea. But yeah, 700 kilometers from now, which shouldn't be too long. I don't know if I'll even get it done this season, because we're in September and I'm probably going to pull the bike off the road mid-October so I can start doing the maintenance stuff on it. Yeah, I could ride till November, but I want to work on it when my hands aren't like freezing to death, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm going to probably pull the bike. It's going to kill me to do it, but yeah, I'm probably going to do everything about mid-October to the end of October, so that all the maintenance is done by the end of October. If it took me 10 days the last time, I want to do a little bit more this time, such as valve timing, like a full tune-up, everything, so I have it ready for next year. But I definitely want to get that. So we'll just say I don't know. It felt like I was using up a lot of fuel, but according to the speedo, I was just idling along in 6th gear at 10,000 RPM, chasing a Mini Cooper and something else.